What do you prioritize most with your game, with the punting game? Obviously, some go for power, some go for accuracy. Errol's talking about pinning him on the sidelines. You try to get it away from the returners a lot of the time. What do you prioritize most when you kick the ball?
So definitely direction. As I said, I try to get it on the sideline as close to the sideline as possible on every punt. When I practice, I don't practice just kicking it straight down the field. I practice going to the sideline, going left and right, and then get off time. You have 4 or 5, however many guys who are on the line that are big and want to hurt you and take that ball right off your foot. And you are in a bad position to get hit. So getting that ball off as fast as you can and getting it right on the sideline with then next, I guess, is good hang time. So, the returners can get down there, is huge. So I guess in order, I'd go direction, get off, hang time.
I think when I've learned through punters that we've interviewed, it's all about the hang time, because the longer you can keep the ball in the air, the easier it is where you can get to the players to get to the ball before, you know what I mean? So I think to me it's all about the hang time. And I watched the kid Man who was drafted by the New York Jets, and they said his hang time, he can keep the ball in the air for 6 or 7 seconds. I mean, could you imagine keeping a ball 6 or 7 seconds to get a special teams team to run down the field? And these guys can run a 40 and 4.3, 4.4. Some of these guys, that's more than enough time to get down the field if you can keep the ball, the hang time, for at least 6 seconds. It's incredible how high you can kick the ball. I mean, I saw a video that he kicked the ball in the air, and you can count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It was 6.5 seconds before it hit the ground. It's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. That is, when you have a weapon like that, that is an advantage for you and your special teams. Yeah. It's an advantage for you. And what is your hang time? What do you clock it out? Is it 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds? Did you ever clock your hang time?
Oh yeah, definitely. And back when I said those are my rankings, those are all very close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for all of those. So I'd say when I'm in a practice, I like to average around 4.7, 4.6 hang time, seconds of hang time, just because I know my punts typically go 45, 46, 47 yards. Mm-hmm. So if you want to think about it, what a good punt would be, you want to match the distance with the hang time. So 47, 4.7. So I mean, I hit a lot of punts that are over 5 seconds. I think my highest one was 5.4 or 5.5 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I was pretty proud when I hit that.
Yeah, I would be. I want to see if I could throw Speedy in the air. If I could throw Speedy in the air and see how long it would take him to hit the ground. I don't think it'd be too long. What do you think, Speedy?
Probably wouldn't be. I'm smaller.
He's smaller. Maybe we'll have Connor kick you, and we'll see how high you can get. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Connor. I like messing around with him. I love messing around with him. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Connor.
Oh, so just getting in the high 4s, above 4.5, right. Averaging that is perfect, especially in a game. Getting over 5 seconds, even better. That's great.
As you guys know, we are talking to Stanford punter recruit Connor Weselman. Now, Connor, I know a lot of other athletes, they train in other sports. Off season, there are certain MMA. There's certain NFL players that do MMA. Some of them do boxing. Some of them, play badminton. I mean, is there any other sport besides football that you do in the off season that, help you stay in shape? Is there something besides working out? Because working out, it's a must, and that you got to train. That coaches are going to tell you, you got to spend as much time in the weight room as you do on the field. They make you do that. They purposely push you to do that. Is there anything else you do besides extracurricular activities that you need to do that makes you a little bit more interesting and intriguing?
Yeah. So in the winter, I swim.
Oh, okay.
So my high school, we just won state the past 2 years. I was on that state team. So that was fun, and gets your core super nice and strong, and that's really important for kicking. As well as just like every muscle in your body gets it strong because swimming is hard.
So Stanford has another Michael Phelps. Is that what we're saying? Is that what you're saying right now?
No.
Katie Ledecky's already there.
No.
But it's definitely helpful for football. And then in the spring, I play soccer. I'm a goalie. So I guess the punting's actually kind of different. And I definitely like football, punting better.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy playing soccer. I can do pretty far goal kicks. I'm long, so I can dive and get good reach as a goalie. And then freshman and sophomore year, I actually did track, so I was a jumper. So that also helps my single leg strength for kicking.
That'll help you in the combine. That'll help you at the combine, my friend. So don't worry about that. Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, I've seen some punters at the combine do some things that other players couldn't do. I mean, it is. Some of you guys are so athletic. It's incredible.
Yeah, the Arizona State punter, I forget his name, he benched a lot more than some of the defensive linemen did.
It's crazy.
At that combine.
It's crazy. It really is crazy what you guys do. And I really appreciate the craft and the art of kicking. And I didn't realize how important kicking was until I watched the Saints when they won the Super Bowl. And what their punter did in the playoffs all the way to the Super Bowl when they played Indianapolis. He absolutely dominated the game. I believe the punter, to me, was the player of the game. He was the MVP of the game with the Saints against the Indianapolis Colts. He was the best player on the field. I mean, look how he positioned the Saints throughout the game. It was incredible what he did. So I think punting is so important. And I don't think people realize how important it is until you actually talk to these punters and actually go on a field and practice and actually watch them kick the ball. And I'm like, oh, my God. Look how high that ball went, man. It's incredible. It really is. Again, it's just like a slap shot. You don't realize when a person's at the point and he hits the puck and it hits the net how fast it is until they clock it. And then you say it's like 102 miles per hour at the blue line, blue line to goal. It's like 102 miles per hour. That's a hard shot. You know what I mean? It's just it's incredible. It really is. I just don't think people realize why athletes make as much money as they do and why people have to look at the sport and the athletic ability that these kids have to have when they step on the court or step on the field or step on the ice. It's incredible. It really is, Connor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm also, stretching and doing drill work every night too. So, I mean, there's that part that's like not practice, but it's just maintaining your body so you can swing up and through the ball. And then you have to have the perfect drop so that it hits your foot perfectly when you're swinging through to then be, a spiral, high.
Technique.
It has to be perfect placement.
It's all about technique. They say that all the time. All the time.
So, just doing that every night.
Yeah. Just like smacking Speedy in the back of the head during a live show. That deserves technique. I mean, what I do and when people watch it, it's like, wow. I mean, that was pretty quick. I mean, it's technique every single time. It's part of my repertoire. You know what I mean? What do you think, Speedy?
Yeah,
I'm sure it is.
So, Connor, we like to do this with recruits, okay? So I ask you a couple of silly questions, and you can give me a silly answer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question number 1. Boxers or briefs, and why?
Briefs.
Okay.
I don't like, I like being loose, but I don't know, sometimes they kind of right up in the shorts. I don't really like that.
I don't like it either, especially when it sticks to the leg. You're a kicker. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Could you imagine that?
You don't want, yeah, and I mean, you don't necessarily, want anything, too loose when you're, swinging your leg as hard as you can. So.
I agree with you, man, and I'm not even a kicker. Oh, man. Question number 2. Favorite snack to eat before a game and why?
I like sandwiches. Any kind, subs, hot sandwiches, peanut butter jelly. Especially like before one of the kicking competitions. I eat sandwiches and probably 2 of them. And then before a game, I load up on a lot of pasta and salad around like 3 because that's when we have pregame meal. And I'll probably also eat like a sandwich and a banana before I go out and at halftime.
So you have you and Dylan Ferguson, the hockey recruit from the Golden Knights. You guys like the same thing. You like pasta before games. Interesting, very interesting. Electrolytes,
Must
but
be a West Coast thing.
It must be a West Coast thing because us New Yorkers, even though we love our pasta,
I love your pasta. Yeah.
I will not eat any pasta before a game, and I was an athlete too because every time I did that before the game, I'm throwing up. So I try to eat it light, my friend. Eat it light. No pasta for me. That's too thick for me. Anyways, question number 3: blondes or brunettes, and why?
I like blondes, typically, or just because, like, I mean, I'm a blonde, so, gotta respect that.
Okay.
But then just, I don't know. I like it better, I guess.
There's no right or wrong answer.
Really,
He's prideful.
But, I mean, it also doesn't really, like, matter sometimes. It's just, like, I don't know. Either or, really, but blonde's kind of a little above.
All right, so this is a new question, okay? This is a new question for you. You're the first person I'm going to ask this question for. You ready?
All right.
In order, who would you date first? In order, you ready?
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, Cyndi Lauper, Jennifer Love Hewitt. In order, who would you date first?
What was the last one? Sorry.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. So you have first one, Jennifer Lopez. Number 2, Ben Affleck. Number 3, Cyndi Lauper. And number 4, Jennifer Love Hewitt. In order, who would you date first to last?
Well, I guess I'd have to be strategic. So get Ben Affleck out of the way. So first.
So so you got Ben first. Oh, so Ben's number 1.
Yeah. And then I guess end on Jennifer Lopez. And then the 2 in between is just like, I don't know, whichever comes first.
But that's weird. The Stanford grad, the guy that's going to Stanford, he wanted to be strategic. So the first person he picked out of all those guys is girls and guys is Ben Affleck.
Gets it over with.
So, to get it over with, Ben Affleck would be his first. J-Lo would be his second. And then it doesn't matter who the other 2 are. Oh, last. Jennifer last. I got it. You wanted to save the best for last. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's a strategic order.
So there you go. From the Stanford guy. And by the way, guys, if you don't know what Stanford is one of the top 4 schools, academic schools in the country. You're talking about Princeton, Harvard, Stanford, Duke. These are some of the best schools. You have to have like a 4.0 average. You have to be dead smart. And to be a walk-on and get a full scholarship, I mean, that's a story by itself. It really is. That's an incredible story, and you should be proud of yourself, Connor. You really should.
Thank you.
And that's coming from me. And I didn't go to Stanford. I didn't go to Duke, and I didn't go to Princeton or Harvard. I'm not that smart, okay? I know a lot of smart people, but I am not that smart. So there you go. He's smarter. I wouldn't say he's smarter than me, but I would say book smart. I think he would be. What do you think, Speedy?
Book smart, sure, yeah.
Well, wait a second. How would you know you were book smarter than me?
No, I don't know. I'm saying I could.
But why would you say yes? Definitely.
I said sure, not yes.
See that, Connor? You see that? He's misunderstanding me.
I did not say the word definitely.
You see that? He's probably trying to tell you that I'm
sure.
stupid.
I'm
telling you I'm stupid.
No.
See that, Connor? I'm stupid. Stupid by Speedy Petey.